Hello, I'm Jeff Patterson. Today we're going to look at an Chuan series of 9 different standing postures. And one of the reasons why I really like doing these different Chuan sets is that it's really difficult to get students to stand for a half an hour or an hour or for longer periods of time. But when you have a series like this where we are doing 9 different postures, you could do 3 minutes in each posture and you're standing for almost a half an hour, and it gives the students a little bit more variety. It gives you a little more variety. It gives you some change in what you're doing. If you're doing a difficult standing posture and maybe even just a simple one like this, you start standing here for an hour, you're gonna feel some pain. It's gonna get a little difficult, especially if you're not used to doing those longer standing meditations. So with a practice like linking them together and doing each one for a few minutes, you can get longer durations through your standing meditation. Because you're moving, you're not getting so tight in some of the postures. So if you don't have 100% correct posture and alignment in all of the movements, you're not causing an overstrain on the muscles, so it's fairly safe. This is a great practice. A standing meditation will help your internal martial arts no matter whether you're doing Tai Chi, Bakwa, Xing Yi, Qigong, whatever it is. The standing meditation will really help build a better foundation and teach you how to make some of those more subtle connections and at a deeper level. So today, as we run through this series, I'm just going to do each one maybe a minute, minute and a half, talk about a little bit of the details in each of them so we don't have an hour-long video. But when you're practicing on your own, hold each posture for at least 3 minutes. If you want to challenge yourself, maybe do 5 or 6 minutes in each posture. But 3, I find, is enough time to where if you're really focusing and trying to do your best and get deep into the movement, within 3 minutes, you can finally start to settle into the stance and feel it a little bit, and then you change to the next posture. And as you do this daily over and over, it's going to get easier to get deeper and deeper into the postures with each one as you make the transition as well. So we start with the outsides of the feet parallel, knees slightly bent, roll the shoulders back and down, middle fingers on the seam of the pants, lightly tuck the chin, tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. We'll just take a few slow, relaxed breaths here. Softly smile with the back of the throat. Relax your gaze. Your gaze should be horizontal and slightly up 5 degrees, like you're staring off 300 yards away into space, not looking at any one point. Now slowly bring the hands up into the number 1 posture. When you're in this posture, you want to softly spread the fingers, not to make them tight, but just enough so you feel a soft expansion. Drop the chest and the shoulders. Open out to the sides. So the shoulders are coming down and out to the sides. Legs are slightly bent. Soft bow forward at the waist. And we'll hang out here again for at least 3 minutes. With every breath, try to let go of the tension in the body, but also go a little bit deeper than the muscles. And think about letting go of all the tension in the organs, settling down into the lower abdomen. Feel your feet getting heavy. After we were here for about 3 minutes, the number 2 posture is very similar. We just rotate the forearms. Now it's kind of like you're squeezing a big beach ball. You're holding here, still softly spreading the fingers. In this position, you can energetically, with your intent, think about the outside of the wrist here and softly pressing that part forward with your intent. Number 3, slowly lower the hands. When they come on about the same line as the navel, in this position the palms are facing the floor, hands are maybe a little bit wider than the hips. From here, you're going to think about you have a rubber band tied to each wrist and you're pulling the wrists apart so you feel that outward expansion but with a soft resistance. Still softly spreading the fingers. Not only is the rubber band tied to the wrist, but it's also the elbows, the shoulders, and each individual finger. You're feeling that expansion out to the side. This is number 3. Number 4, rotate the forearms so the palms face towards each other. Elbows stay forward, don't let them sag back to the sides, and do it this way. Keep them open. Number 5, slowly raise the hands leading with the top of the wrists, fingers kind of pointing down at about a 45-degree angle, palms about as wide as the shoulders, lifting up and forward at about a 45-degree angle of intent with your wrists and the fingers softly pointing downward. Here. Continuing to let go of all the tension across the shoulders, the back, and the chest. Sinking into the feet with each posture. Number 6, bring the hands up, palms face towards each other. In this position, you're reaching up with the fingertips and at the same time settling down with the elbows. So you want to have that opposite direction. Fingers still expanding softly. Palms turn to face the front and slowly press the hands down. Moving from one posture to the other, you want to keep your fullness with your structure and also move as slowly as possible. Number 7, palms are wider than the hips, out about a 45-degree angle from the hips, fingers spread, hands are not facing the floor, now they're softly down the same angle as the forearm and reaching out to the sides. Number 8 is fairly similar with the arms and the body, except for now we turn the palms in towards each other, point the fingers towards the floor, and bring the elbows forward. So we're kind of here on 7, going to lift the elbows forward, and you'll feel a stretch or some tension in the upper arm and across the shoulders when you make this movement. Now try to let go of that tension, but keep the structure. Again, very slowly moving into number 9, we're going to turn the palms towards the wall behind you. Press the hands back behind the hips slowly. And in this position, it's almost like if I was leaning up against a wall and use my hands to push my body up off the wall. So I'm going to have that pressure pushing back with the heel of the palm. At the same time I'm doing that, I'm lifting with the elbows and stretching down towards the floor with the fingertips. So I've got 3 directions of intent where I'm active in this posture. And again, after we finished at least 3 minutes there, you slowly release, let the hands float back to the center. And in this one, we're going to close with a couple movements here. Palms face towards each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. And as you're doing this, focus and try to feel a soft resistance between the palms, almost like you had a big ball of cotton. And on the exhale, you're pressing it together. And on the inhale, you're pulling it apart. Sometimes you can visualize having 2 north ends of a magnet. Press them together and they're pushing each other away. Feel that connection and that soft resistance between the palms. Doesn't need to be a lot of movement. You might even move only a half an inch in either direction. But the movement is following the breath. So if it takes 6 seconds to inhale, you're opening for 6 seconds. Now, depending on how fast or slow you're going, will change the distance of the movement. Next position, palms face the floor. And we're using that same visualization, that same resistance now between your palms and the floor. Try to use your whole body. Let go of all of the tension in the body. Pressing down, stretching up. And after the last one, the hands come down and out to the sides. Palms face the floor. Shake the wrists. Now, this soft vibration from shaking the wrists, try to feel that vibration throughout the entire body. Use that vibration to help let go of any tension you feel. Now, softly shake the whole body. Same thing. Letting go of all the tension. And relax. So, this is a great standing series. I learned this from Sifu Li over in China, probably 26 years ago. And I really like this series. It's a nice one to play. And just like with the last ones we've talked about, you could take any one of these standing postures and do it as a solo practice and do it for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, however long you like. But again, it's kind of nice having these sequence like this. So you can link it together, work some of the different positions, and then closing. There's different closing sets we do with this. I really like this one. I learned this one from Sifu Tam, who's been a major influence on my Chuan and Tai Chi training, phenomenal martial artist. And so using any of the standing postures, any of the closes that we've done in any of the previous videos, you can plug them in and use them. You'll find that if you stand every day, your form, if you're doing the Tai Chi as well, will have a lot more substance. You'll have a lot better connection in the form. So enjoy the practice. Thanks for watching. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We're putting out a lot of fresh content every week. We're trying to throw up right now with a slowdown, at least 8 to 10 videos a week. So there's a lot of stuff going up for you. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.